Hi, it's Anne. Your grammar is probably pretty short. In fact, grammars all over the world are pretty short. As they aged, their cartilage have shrunk, their bones have worn down, and their muscles have been destroyed. As a result, your grammar has been losing about half an inch of height each decade since she turned 40. But even before she started shrinking, your grandma was probably never as tall as she might have been, and that's because many grandmas were malnourished as babies, which inhibited their ability to reach full height later on. There were lots of reasons for this. Historically, many people were chronically short on food or lived through families. Babies also used to get a lot sicker a lot more often with illness that compromised the body's abilities to absorb nutrition. Plus, we simply didn't know a whole lot about infant nutrition. As a result, malnutrition dropped your grandma's of somewhere between 2 and 3.5 inches of her potential height. Okay, maybe not your grandma, but grandmas on average around the world. The good news is that thanks to increasing health, better vaccines, improved sanitation, and more nutritional know-how, people of all genders and nationalities have gotten taller over the past 100 years. And in some countries, the gains have been huge. Men and women in South Korea, for example, are 6 and 8 inches taller, respectively, than they were a century ago. That's about the height difference between our illustrator and me. And it's not just because height, well-nurtured kids with normal growth have fewer health problems and an easier time learning and go on to make more money than people whose growth is stunted from malnutrition. What more, the populations most developing countries are still gaining height today. In fact, there are only a few places where the population will stop getting taller. In the last few decades, very wealthy countries like US, Denmark, where almost all people have enough food to reach their maximum potential height, and very poor countries like Niger, India, and Papua New Guinea, where people still face major challenges with food security, disease, and sanitation. In those places, we're still coming up with short.